Hi students, how are you? I'm fine here. Stay home and stay safe, and above all study well. Okay. So today I'm here with you for the new topic, bibliography. That is, it is prescribed in your textbook, The Methodology of Humanities and Academic Writing. We have completed almost all the topics and chapters. Now we are in the last chapter, writing a research paper in literary studies. Okay, so we have completed the introductory part of writing a research everything. Now we are in the last part of the topic, that is bibliography. So what is a bibliography? So it is the last topic given in your textbook, but it is last but not least. Okay, so as per the university model question paper, for this session has given 4 marks for the students. Okay, so definitely you can expect a 4 marks question from this particular topic. Okay, so bibliography. So as a literature students, you have to know what is a bibliography. Okay, bibliography is the works cited list at the end of the research paper gives a detailed synopsis of all primary and secondary sources you have consulted. So I repeat one more, that is, a bibliography is a detailed synopsis of all primary and secondary sources you have consulted in your research study. Okay, so as a researcher or as a scholar, you have to read so many books for the fulfillment of your particular research or study. So definitely you have a long list of books. So you have to arrange it properly. Okay, so it should be these works cited at the end of your research paper. Okay, so it should be the very place of the bibliography is at the end of the research paper. But the very important thing is that from that particular bibliography, we will we can measure the very value of that particular study or that research. Okay, so it is such an important thing. It is an inevitable part of a research. Bibliography is an inevitable part of a research work. Okay, the second point is that alphabetize entry in the list of works cited by the author's last name using the letter by letter system. Okay, it is the second point. You have to keep it in your mind. That is, you have a long list of authors and the works. Okay, so while arranging it, you have to make it alphabetically. At the same time, you have to notice one thing, that is, you have to given the surnames or the second name of the author first. Okay, for example, my name is Daniela Maria. Okay, my surname or second name is Maria. Okay, so Maria Daniela. Okay, so another point is that alphabetical listing helps your reader to find full publication information of works referred to in the text. Okay, what is the real purpose of this alphabetized entries? Okay, it will definitely help the reader to find the full publication information of the works referred in the text. It is the real purpose. Okay, in the case of anonymous authorship, list the first noun of the title. Okay, in the case of anonymous authorship, okay, there are number of books, unknown works are there. Okay, so in such cases, you have to list the first noun of the title. Okay, so in such anonymous or unknown works, you have to list the first noun of the title. Okay, now let us go through the main points through this bibliography. That is, you have to keep it in mind and you have to by heart it. Okay, then only you can attain 4 marks. Okay, so in the university examination, a shuffled items of things should be there. Author, then works, publication date, surname, etc., etc. Then you have to keep it in alphabetically and arrange properly. So you have to, the following things should be, listen very carefully. Okay, so first one, surname. Okay, surname, for example, William Shakespeare. So first you have to write William, then you have to put a comma. These punctuation marks are very important in bibliography. So you have to try to remind it properly. Okay, so first surname, then comma, then first name. Surname, comma, first name, full stop. Okay, then title. After then you have to write the title. It should be given in the italicized manner. Okay, the name or the title of the book should be always put it in a italicized manner. Okay, then full stop. Okay, after then you have to write the edition. Okay, edition. After edition you have to put a full stop. Then series. In series it is about the volumes. Okay, how many times this particular work has published. Third volume, fourth volume, fifth volume, in such a way you have to write that particular series or volume. Again you have to put a full stop. Then place. Okay, place of the publication. Place of publication. After that may be Oxford, anywhere, Mumbai. Okay, then you have to put a colon. Okay, then last, publisher, comma, year, publisher, comma, year. Okay, I repeat once more. Surname, comma, first name, full stop, title, it should be in the italicized manner, full stop, edition, full stop, series, full stop, place, colon, publisher, comma, year, full stop. Okay, you have to keep it in my mind properly. Okay. In the case of article or essay, okay, you have to follow another steps. Okay, in which, that is, you have to give one surname first, comma, first name, full stop, then title of the article. Here no need of italicized title of the article. Okay, so normal font article, but you have to put it in inverted comma, double inverted comma. Okay, so I repeat, surname, comma, first name, full stop, that is the title of the article or essay. Okay, then you have to put it in double inverted commas and full stop. Then name of periodical volume number or year. Okay, that is periodical number when it has published or year. Okay, again colon, then page numbers. Okay, that is in your research paper, that is if you used anything from that particular article, you have to mention here in this bibliography for that particular page number. For example, 525 to 48, something like that. You have to given that particular number. Okay.